Right.
It's called Infinity. So, yeah, my friend makes them in Long Island. Yeah, it's much better. I love that one. That one is like really, sometimes if it means a little bit, then it's all.
Right.
Absolutely. Okay, shark bites, jelly in the dish. Okay. Grab one.
Last time I saw or talked to you, Nora just got back. Oh yeah, Nora. Yeah. How's she feeling?
Check the mute.
Tonight, this is literally the first time that the six of us have been in the same room
together.
Whoa.
It's a different kind of experience.
We already got your money.
So what it's all about is which I described it to Justin Schuth the other day, is we're doing musical trust falls, right? You know the thing where you close your eyes and lean back and you have to trust everybody else to catch you? When you're working with top-notch musicians like these people, that is what you do. And that's what we do when we say we come together. That's how we'll start the show, right?
Right.
2, 3, 4. Here come on, flat down, come grooving up slowly. We got All right. And now, maybe, possibly, the sound is working. Let's put it up over on everybody else's. And do we have thumbs up that people can actually hear me? Yay! Huzzah! It's working! Okay, cool. So I'm going to now do a little bit of that intro again, since I literally have no idea what happened. This, hey, it's live. That's how you know it's live, because things go wrong. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Thank you so much for joining us for Come Together 2021. This is the annual benefit that we do to support the ADL's No Place for Hate initiative, which is used in more than 1,600 schools across the country. And it's a way to help kids connect with each other, to take a stand against bullying, against prejudice, against obviously hatred. And what we do is we find a way to take that message and bring it out into the community, because absolutely our schools are no place for hate, but also our communities are no place for hate. And that is what the Come Together message is all about. And as I just showed everybody just a minute ago, we have all these amazing folks who are here with us tonight. I am so excited. Everyone can wave, because now you're up on the screen. And we have a lot of amazing performers who are here, and we also have some recorded bits from before. There's folks who, for lots of different reasons, either because of technical complications or because they have other things going on, they sent along videos. They still wanted to be part of tonight's event, but they were not able to be here live, which, is good, because then their mic doesn't cut out in the middle of their performance. So, hey, there are advantages to that as well. But I'm so excited because we do have live performers. We have some pre-recorded bits. What you just saw while I was unplugging and replugging my microphone to see if we could get that to work was how we started off the Come Together 2019 show. As part of that show, that was me doing one of the lead vocals. We also had Alyssa Lou Allen, and we have Bev Conklin, better known as BC of the BC Combo. We were all trading off verses on that. The bass player, the one and only Bakithi Kumalo, you know him from Call Me Al. He's Paul Simon's bassist. We also had with us John Huie doing some really nice work on the piano, and Dave Fry, who is here with us tonight. We're going to get to hear Dave Fry live in just a little bit. So, yeah, and it gets a little weird these days to see a whole crowded room of people, because we literally sold out Godfrey Daniels. For last year and this year, we've transitioned this into a webcast. And there are a lot of things that are frustrating about our current situation, but one of the very, very cool things is that, we can bring together people from all over the place, even people who couldn't necessarily come to the same physical space. So along those lines, what was supposed to happen during the first clip is that I was going to get things set up so that we could have our first performers all ready to go. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to lean over here to my computer, and I'm going to put the spotlight on, where are they? There we are, Karen and Amy, who are here. There they are. Can you unmute yourselves?
Hey, Mike. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We're good. Thank you so much for having us back this year.
Yeah, crisis averted there. Good job.
Yeah, well,
with the microphone.
we find, that's the nature of doing things live is, that's how you know it's live, is because things go wrong.
You recovered well.
Yeah, more exciting that way. So.
Yes, right? Because anything could happen. We don't know what's going to happen. So, Karen and Amy, thank you so much for being part of the webcast again this year. You were, I think, were the first live performers that we had last year, apart from me, and everyone absolutely loved your performance. I said, you know what, we're going to put Karen and Amy right up at the front again. For people who don't know Karen, and Amy from the beautiful Distortion, I can't wait to hear what you have for us this evening.
Well, thanks, Mike.
Yeah, thank you.
We're so honored to be part of this great fundraiser and benefit again. Such a great organization and so important. So please, everybody out there listening, click on that GoFundMe link if you haven't already, and give whatever you can. It goes to a really, really, really great cause. So we're going to do one of our original songs for you tonight. This is an oldie of ours. God, I don't even want to tell you how many years ago that this was written, but long time ago. This one is called Spend a Little Time. Take a look
Wow.
Thank you.
That is really, really cool. That is really, really cool.
Thank you.
And so, how can people find? I think there is probably a studio recording of that song. That I think I've heard a studio recording of that. How can people find out about that?
You know, there's an old studio recording that was on some compilation CD, some Philly compilation CD way back in the day. I'll post it up on our Reverb Nation page for Karen and Amy Jones so that people can get to that. So if you just go to reverbnation.com and search for Karen and Amy Jones, you'll find it on there eventually. But excitingly, we're re-recording it with our band, The Beautiful Distortion, this year. So we're releasing a double album with the band later this year.
Wow.
More of a hard rock situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a hard
So-
rock situation, but one of covers, one of originals. So we're super excited, and that one is going to be a bonus track on our original CD this year. So
Awesome! Wow, yeah. So it's thebeautifuldistortion.com, right? Is the website
you
That's
got
right.
it.
for the band? All right. So people
Yep.
should definitely check that out. And Karen, I know that you're also are able to be on the YouTube right now. So please put that in the chat so people can find all the different things about that. And yeah, the Beautiful Distortion is different from what we just heard, but I'm that sound of like really tight 3-part harmonies and crunchy distorted guitars, all that together. It's really, really, really cool. So people should definitely
Thanks,
go
Mike.
check that out. And in fact, do you have a gig coming up soon? Possibly somewhere people outside can hear you.
You're so good. You're such a good promoter. Yeah, we're actually going to be down at the legendary Easton Farmers Market in downtown Easton in 2 weeks on Saturday, May 15th in the morning. It's a 10 a.m. gig, so you get to come down, buy some fruit and vegetables and cool stuff from the local farmers and whatnot, and then hear a rock band get up at 10 o'clock in the morning to play a gig. So
It'll wake you up.
always a good time.
Yes, it will wake you up. And well, I mean, another cool thing about it is you know we're doing what we can with the technology, but having your voices limited by what we can do through the technology. No, going seeing it in person, we could fill up the entire center square in Easton. That's what you should absolutely do. So thank you so much, Karen, Amy. Really appreciate you being part of this again this year.
Thanks, Mike.
Absolutely, thank you. All right, up next we have someone who was part of last year's Come Together. He was going to be there in the show with us in person, and then, COVID. So we weren't able to do the show in person, but Neil Grover has been a tremendous supporter of this project ever since I reached out to him last year. Neil is, I think I can say this, he just recently got his second vaccine shot, which is great, and it's knocked him out a little bit, so he was not able to be with us this evening, but he did send along a video that he'd recorded a little bit ago, and he sent me a little bit of an introduction, which he wanted to read himself, but I will read it on his behalf. The song that he picked is My Hero by Foo Fighters. Of course, everybody knows the song. Well, not everybody, but many, many people know the song My Hero by Foo Fighters. And Neil writes, "For me, this Foo Fighters classic can serve as an anthem for every person who chooses to abandon malice and strengthen their sense of love and humanity. I like to believe that those of us who practice hatred are also capable of embracing the courage to change, the bravery to confront that ugly side of ourselves, and the boldness to try and amend our mistakes. The way I see it, being able to transform ourselves in this way is right up there with the most heroic acts of and an exercise in coming together." So, Neil, thank you so much. Neil says he really hopes we enjoy his cover of My Hero. Neil, on his behalf, thanks you for watching, and I thank Neil. Here is Neil with My Hero.
Talk about, take your pictures down and shake it out. Truth or consequence, say it out loud. Use that evidence, raise it up round. There goes my hero, watch him as he goes. There goes my hero, he's ordinary. Yeah, yeah. Kudos, my hero, leaving all the best. There goes my hero, the one who's on. Oh yeah, there goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary. Yeah. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary. Yeah.
Neil Grover, everybody. Is everybody applauding for that? Yes. So we asked the people. Yes. Awesome. So Neil does such a nice job with that. I'm really very, very cool. Thanks very much to Neil. Neil, hope that, thank you for getting your shot. That's very, very cool. And I hope to get to see you in person soon because that'll be awesome. Up next, we have Emily Hall. So I'm going to put this up so that, let's see, I need to do that. And then I need to do that. And then potentially the two of us are on screen together. And then you're unmuted, so then we can hear you.
Amazing.
Yes! Huzzah! We did it!
Huzzah! We're here. We're
We
doing
made it work. How are you, Emily?
I'm doing great. I'm really grateful to be here. And as others have said, just the mission of this concert is such a privilege and an honor to be a part of. So thank you so much, Mike, for bringing us all together and sharing the importance of compassion and connection.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, to me, it's just sort of naturally, that's what we need to do is we find ways to make these connections with each other and say, I can do this and you can do that. And hey, when we come together, we can do something really cool. So I'm so grateful that you're able to be part of it.
Definitely.
And I'll say this too, that you had to jump through some additional hoops to be able to make your setup work this evening. So let's give a shout out to the folks who are helping you be here with us tonight.
Yeah, so I'm joining from Trilogy Sound Studios because not only do I no longer have a laptop, sometimes you just need a little help from your friends, and I'm really grateful for the good people out here for letting me use this beautiful space and their nice mics and all that stuff. So when in doubt, you can always ask for help. And I think that's a key message with all the music we're sharing. Together, we're here to support each other, and we're a community that lifts each other up. So this is just an example of that.
100% agreed. Awesome. All right. So Emily, if you are all set up and ready to go, I would love to hear whatever song that you have selected for us this evening.
Yeah. So I can't quite hear my guitar, so I'm just gonna put this off one ear. So I'm gonna sing a song called Love Today. It's an original tune, and it's about the power of compassion.
That's great.
I believe in love, sweet love. May the power of people rise above all the hatred and anger that leads us astray. Oh, I still believe in love today. No war that is fought can never be one. So lay down your weapons and throw out your guns. And don't be confused between what's black or white. Compassion's most powerful when we unite. 'Cause I believe in love, sweet love. May the power of people rise above all the hatred and anger that leads us astray. Oh, I still believe in love today. All that is poison draws us to hate. Why choose to destroy when we can create? And in moments of doubt and in moments of fear, know that you were born to be here. 'Cause I believe in love, sweet love. May the power of people rise above all the hatred and anger that leads us astray. Oh, I still believe in love today. I still love you the same when you feel pain. I still love you the same when you push love away. I still love you the same come sunshine or rain. I still love you the same. 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 I am you and you are me. We are sacred, we are free, born to transcend suffering. Hear our voices as we sing. Heal our voices as we sing. Hear our voices as we sing. Heal our voices as we sing. 'Cause I believe in love, sweet love. May the power of people rise above all the hatred and anger that leads us astray. So won't you believe in love today?
That is really, really nice. Wonderful,
Thank
Emily.
you
Thank
so
you.
much for having me.
Absolutely.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. Oh, and you know, another thing we didn't mention, we mentioned that you're at the studio there, but we didn't mention geographically where that studio is, because that is another significant part of this.
Indeed. Well, I live in Washington, D.C., but I'm across the river in Burke, Virginia right now.
So yes, and I'm in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and many of the folks here on the webcast tonight are here in this part of Pennsylvania. But we also have some folks from down in the DC area and the Baltimore area, and so we're so excited. You know, it's very cool that technology allows us to have you as part of this tonight. So thanks so much for doing it, Emily.
My pleasure. Thank you all. Can't wait for the good music to come. Stick around, everybody, and click that GoFundMe link.
Absolutely. In fact, I should mention that right here over on the screen over here. So there's the GoFundMe.com/Come Together 2021. Also, you can use the PayPal or the Venmo links underneath if those are the ways that you would prefer to do that. So absolutely, those are things you can do. And I'm very, very excited because right now we have Kim Edwards who is going to be joining us. And let me see if I've done this. Hey, there you are, Kim. If you can unmute yourself.
How's it going?
How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Glad to hear it. Thank you so much for making time to be with us this evening.
Thank you so much for having me, and especially for such an amazing cause.
And so I think, especially based on the way my efforts with microphones have gone this evening, it was not a terrible idea for you to pre-record your piece, but I'm so glad that in addition to recording your piece ahead of time, you also are here to be able to introduce it.
Yeah, thank you. I live in a neighborhood that's usually pretty quiet, but every now and then we get motorcyclists. I didn't want to take that chance, so thought it'd be safer to pre-record. But yeah, I'm really, really happy to be here tonight and hear all the amazing performers.
Very, very cool. So tell if you can introduce the song better than I could, the song that you picked for us this evening.
Sure. This song is called Aloha, and it was written in the dead of winter. So you know that it was an appropriate song because I just didn't want to be anywhere in, the dead of winter in Pennsylvania, especially. And so it's just a tune about brighter days ahead. And I think especially for people who have been through bullying, who have been through, victims of hatred or abuse or whatever, it's always important to remember that brighter days are ahead. And keep on holding on to hope, and things are going to get better. And
I think it speaks to an experience that we're all having at this point, right? Of hoping for better things in our future when we can, hug each other and to have that feel like a safe thing that we can actually do.
Absolutely.
So all right. So let me get it started. This is Aloha.
Hey everybody, Kim Edwards here. It is an honor and privilege to be a part of Come Together tonight, and I just want to encourage you with a song called Aloha. Come sail with me on a carefree sea. Leave your troubles on land and we'll go out with the tide. Let the stars be our guide. Close your eyes and take my hand, and I've wasted too much time, barely getting by, like a castaway at sea. And I've had my share of fears, sorrows, doubts, and tears. But joy comes in the morning, and I've had enough of clouds. Oh, aloha, rain, aloha, stormy days, and I think it's time for the sun to shine. Aloha, baby, hello. I have been here before, stranded on the shore, barely clinging to the end of my rope. I've been scanning the horizon. Is there more than just surviving and just trying to stay afloat? And I've wasted too much time, barely getting by, like a castaway at sea. And I've had my share of fears, sorrows, doubts, and tears. But joy comes with the morning, and I've had enough of clouds. Oh, aloha, rain, guys.
Thank you so much, Kim. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's really an honor to
Absolutely.
be a part of this.
It's great to have you as part of it. So yeah, thank you so much. How can people learn more about the musical things that you're doing?
Sure. You can just find me on kimedwardsmusic.com. That's pretty much my handle for Twitter and Instagram as well. And yeah, just feel free to reach out and go to the GoFundMe page. Please donate. This is an amazing cause, and it's just so great to be a part of it tonight.
Thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate it.
Take care.
All right, and now I'm going to, let's see if I can do this correctly, because Dave Fry is up next. Let's see, Dave Fry, and if I've done that correctly, haha! Dave Fry, how are you, sir?
Meet myself. There I am.
There you are.
Hey, I'm doing good, thanks.
Glad to hear it.
Glad to be part of this again.
Well, yeah, and that's one of the things I was going to mention, which is really, really cool, is that every year that we've been doing these Come Together shows, you have been part of them. From the very first year when we had literally six people in the audience there at Godfrey Daniels, it was you and me and Pentley Holmes on stage, and yeah, and you've stuck with it ever since then, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for benefits, you know? What else am I doing?
Well, you know, you are doing a lot of
I'd
cool
rather be
things.
doing this.
You are doing a lot of cool things, and I want to hear about those too. So you want to talk, or you want to play a song first?
Let's play. Let's get to the music.
All right, go for it, man.
This is a song by a friend of mine, Sally Rogers. I put it on my Troubadour album. And it's the thought that counts. Because we're all in this together, and it starts by singing together. We are welcomed. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world by the song. By the song that's in our heart. It's been there from the start. We are welcome to this world by the song that's in our heart. We are welcomed. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world by the hope. By the hope that's in our heart. It's been there from the start. We are welcome to this world by the hope that's in our heart. We are welcomed. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world by the joy. By the joy that's in our heart. It's been there from the start. We are welcome to this world by the joy that's in our heart. Here's where Dana plays a nasty solo. I'll make it scream. Hit it. We are welcomed. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world by the love. By the love that's in our heart. It's been there from the start. We are welcome to this world by the love that's in our heart. Yeah, we are welcomed. Welcome to this world. Welcome to this world by the song. By the song that's in our heart. It's been there from the start. We are welcome to this world by the song that's in our heart. By the love that's in our heart. By the joy that's in our heart. By the hope that's in our heart. By the song that's in our heart. There we go.
Yeah. All
That
right.
felt good.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Thanks.
Nice work, Dave.
It's a great song.
It is a great song. It is a great song. And honestly, one of the things that I was experiencing as I was hearing it was like, oh man, just with a whole room full of people all singing it together, and people like Godfrey Daniels singing harmonies and all that sort of cool thing. It was still right there. Like, oh, I had that sense memory of what it's like to actually be in a space where we can sing together like that. So I'm looking forward to that happening soon.
Amen.
Yeah, indeed. So, and are there anything people should know about things that you have coming up? If you've got farmers markets, or people should just check out the website and know.
Check out the website. I got a couple farmers markets, which is a nice way to interact with folks and be able to talk and chat once again. I booked a gig at Music Fest coming up, so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
And I'm still posting a song a day on Facebook. So I'm over 400 days in a row and finding material to put up. So it's a gas to keep my chops up.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
It's a real discipline, absolutely. So that's very, very cool. So people should go search for Dave Fry on YouTube and find your YouTube channels, and we'll make sure that people can find those.
Amen. Thanks.
I appreciate
you too. Thanks.
Absolutely, Dave. And and since I was just referring to you and me being on the stage together with Pentley Holmes back in 2017 was the first year we did a come together show. I reached out to Pentley again. As it happens, he was available to put together a recording. I think this is one that he may have other people may have had a chance to hear this recording earlier, but I was so excited when he sent it over because it was like, yes, Pentley sent this song over because he knows that I love this song. Here is Pentley Holmes.
It's my pleasure to be performing my original song, Shape Up, for you guys. Pressed into bereaving without reason and never fear. So strange to be alone as I'm shedding all these tears. So strange to be alone as I'm after all these years. So strange to be alone, I guess I need to shape out, ship out, move on. She's gone. Shape up, ship out, move on, no, she's gone. I wonder, why do I need her? 'Cause I sure need her. Some form of dementia that I won't listen. I'm so sick of crying. Give me a silence and then I won't realize that I'm dying and I'll shape up, ship out, move on. She's gone, I need to shape up. I would move on, no, she's gone. She severed all ties with me. She severed all her ties with me. I'm so lonely and lonely. So lonely. Ship out, shape up. We'll ship out, move on. She's gonna need a shape up. We'll ship out, move on. She's gone. She's been deceptive since our inception and unreceptive. It's what she's projected all these years. That's why I'm hard pressed to believe in with that reason in it. Yeah. So strange to be alone as I'm shedding all these tears. So strange to be alone, it's after all these years. So strange to be alone, I guess I need to shape up. Ship out, move on. She's gonna need to shape up. Ship out, move on. She's gonna need to shape up. Ship out, move on. She's gonna need to shape up. Ship out, move on. She's gonna shape up, shape out.
Pentley Holmes, everybody. I think some people we are applauding Pentley Holmes, the wonderful Pentley Holmes. Thank you so much, Pentley, for contributing that video. Very, very grateful for that. Check out, search for Pentley Holmes on the internet. You're going to be able to find his social media pages as well as his socials. All right, so up next, I'm very excited because this is we're going to see how this goes. This was a bit of a last minute switch that our next performers had to make. Let's see if Aaron and Janine are there. Are you there?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Hey, there you are.
Hey.
Awesome. So I'm gonna keep the camera up like this, and so I'm not gonna do the split screen, so we can actually see both of you. In the moments before we started, the two of you were outside, and the gale force winds were coming, and you hastily moved to a safer location.
Yeah, it's so much better in here. This is my humble abode. So we hope that it'll sound good. I guess you can hear me okay. So
Yes,
but
I
it
can
would
hear
have
you
been
just
really
fine.
wonderful. We're gonna do it again sometime.
Excellent. All right. So I should introduce you correctly because your duo is called EJ and JO. What?
It's actually EJ and Joe.
EJ and Joe. Okay. So
Yeah.
explain to people so that they can know how to find you on all the social media and that sort of thing.
Well, we just have a Facebook page, basically, and you can find us at EJ and Joe, EJ with the ampersand, EJ and Joe Music on Facebook, and that's it. So we don't have any gigs booked right now because of the virus, but that'll change. So we're just waiting it out and see what we can book, and in the meantime, house concerts.
Absolutely, and I was so excited that you're able to make this work, so we can do. And in fact, do you have other folks around? I think I saw your dog there a minute ago. Do you have other folks in the building with you?
Yes, we do. So basically, just friends. My friend Carrie brought her friend. Where did you come from again? You came from
Olympia, Washington.
Oh, Olympia, Washington. Yeah. Okay. So her friend came in, and she had asked me a while back if I was playing anywhere, and I didn't have anything booked. And so when this came up, it was just perfect. And we decided to make it a house concert, which, like I said, to be safe, we really wanted to do outside. And things were looking pretty good for a while, but then with this wind coming up, if it wasn't the wind, it would have been really quite beautiful. So,
yeah.
But my friend Fletch is here too. He's been following us for a while, and of course Jay and my mom, my loving mom, And just, yeah, guys, you need to be quiet in there.
No, and that is very cool. That is very cool. All right, so I understand you're going to play one of my very favorite songs. I'd love to hear it.
Wow, I didn't know that. Great. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is one by you two. It's very unifying. It's sad too, but I think it suits the occasion. So, yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. And thanks so much, everyone, for coming to this. It's just such a good cause, and thank you, Mike, for asking us to do this. Okay. All right. Is it getting better? Do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You guys can clap.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Aaron and Janine, thank you so much for being part of the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Absolutely.
Have fun, everyone. You all sound so great.
Everyone should go check out EJ and Joe. Look for their page on the Facebook. Up next, we have another one of my favorite performers, Mae Rosania, formerly of, well, they used to be a solo act, and then they became a band, and then Bronze for Birdy broke up. But Mae is still such a wonderful human being, and one of the things that I hadn't really anticipated when I asked people to say, hey, it's great if you can put together a video for this. Mae put together a video that is essentially like its own music video for it's very, very cool. I'm eager to show it with you. Mae Rosania, formerly of Bronze for Birdy. Here we go. And there we are. Here we go.
You're the source of the decay. You're this feeling in my brain. You're the reason I stay home, or the reason that I go. I don't think I'd like to stay holed up in my room all day, but when your house is full of strangers, your rope is pulled, belay, belay. I'm some stuck-up socialite, but you will keep you up all night, jangling of rusty chords, the cheapest wood I could afford. But I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, we'll all be fine someday. I'm not worth my weight in salt. Music theory schools of thought, but chords have blessed my little heart, and every morning music starts. When I open up my eyes, I dream in color. When I'm high, I lose myself to little things, and then alarms will loudly ring. You're the source of the decay, but I won't let you in my way. I thank you for your sacrifice, but I don't need you in my life. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. We'll all be fine someday. I'm in a volatile place. I got my anxious mind arrayed. I'm judged for smoking THC. I'm judged for smoking CBD. They all shake their head, it hurts, 'cause I've found something that works, and I've seen too many bad days. I find myself in endless haze. And weed is no miracle cure, but if I had stayed as I were, I don't think I'd still be here. Took one long depression nap all year. Now I'm fine, yeah, I'm fine, we'll all be fine someday.
Mae Rosania, formerly of Bronze for Birdy. You can definitely still check out, if you search for Bronze for Birdy, you will find lots of cool things because the music is still out there that they made. And yeah, so best wishes for Mae. Thank you so much, Mae, for contributing to this. This was really, really cool. All right, up next, we have Dana Gaynor. Dana is, let's see. There we are. Excellent. Let's see. Hey.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm all right. You?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And so you're coming to us from outer space, essentially. So if we have some transmission issues, then, you know, we understand.
I just float around, you know. It's out floating and flying, you know. So I just want to say that it's a great cause, you know, and I don't have many songs that are happy, but...
Neither do I, Dana. I understand. I feel you.
I have all kinds of songs, and I write in all kinds of styles. So tonight, I'm going to play for you a song I wrote in the style of John Prine.
Oh,
when he
yes.
died, I felt the need to do a song in that kind of style.
Absolutely.
So I wrote this. It is a happy song. You may find that strange. Now, one caveat about the song is I referred to bucket list a couple of times in the chorus, and some people think I'm cursing, so I'm not.
That's great. Dana, before you start playing, if you could just hit a couple chords on that guitar so we can make sure that your audio is doing what we want it to do.
Is that good?
I think so. And actually, can you double check that, go into that more menu and double check that that the original sound is enabled? Oh dear. What have I done? What have I done?
It's all right. Nope, it's on.
Okay, that's excellent. Then I just made it worse. I apologize for that. All right. Take it away, Dana.
You see, I woke up this morning for some coffee and the TV news. There were people who were dying, and mamas, they were crying, and everyone was singing the blues. It seems like every time I turn around, I hear the same old tale. And it leads me to thinking, I better not be blinking, or the wind could stop blowing myself. When death come knocking, better smoke 'em if you got 'em. It might be your very last pack. And if the old Grim Reaper thinks that you are a keeper, well, you won't be coming back. So up on your toes, better blow your nose and lighten up your bucket list. 'Cause in the wake of an eye, well, you just might die. It don't get no simpler than this. You see, every time I turn on my computer, there's people dying everywhere. Everybody's got a little trouble, and the Grim Reaper's always there. And when I look around me at the plight of my fellow man, I think we're all going, so we better be knowing that we won't be coming back again. You know why? When death come knocking, better smoke 'em if you got 'em, 'cause it might be your very last act. And if the old Grim Reaper thinks that you are a keeper, well, you won't be coming back. So up on your toes, better blow your nose and lighten up your bucket list. 'Cause in the wink of an eye, well, you just might die. It don't get no simpler than this. You see, the moral of my story, the message of my song, is to try to do the best you can, because life ain't very long. Just kiss your loving partners, give everybody else a hug, and don't be a shit when it comes to it, or you know better than a thug. When death come knocking, better smoke 'em if you got 'em, 'cause it might be your very last pack. And if the old Grim Reaper thinks that you are a keeper, well, you won't be coming back. So up on your toes, you better blow your nose and lighten up your bucket list. Cause in the wink of an eye, well, you just might die. It don't get no simpler than this. It don't get no simpler than this. It don't get no simpler than this. Thank you.
That is wonderful, and it's also, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned about John Prine, because it does have very much that feel of a John Prine song, and I think it's a wonderful tribute to him.
Cool, thank you very much.
And yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
People can find out about what we're doing this summer. I have two bands. One's called Tribe of Friends, and one is called the Dana Gaynor Band. And we put Dana Gaynor Band on a bit of a hiatus, and we might play some clubs. But I'll be doing some concerts, one for Bethlehem Fine Arts Council, a video with the whole band, Tribe of Friends, in June 18th. And we'll be at Das Alkfest on, I guess it's usually around August 5th, somewhere in there. And you can find me and all of us at www.danagaynor.com.
And that is absolutely what everyone should go do. They should go find it at www.danagaynor.com. Dana, this was wonderful. Thank you so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Bye-bye.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so up next we have another. Dana is such a huge name in Lehigh Valley music. We have, frankly, everybody who's on the list tonight is wonderful. One of the people that I was so excited that they responded and said, "Hey, yeah, we'd be happy to be part of this." Craig Thatcher, the one and only Craig Thatcher, got back to me and said, "Yeah, we'd be happy to contribute a video." So up next, we have a performance of, actually, it's another one. That's a song that's been in my head for the past couple of weeks. Cliff Starkey is a great singer and keyboard player, and he's been doing some really cool things with Craig, as well as Nike Van Wyk. Many of you are familiar with Nike Van Wyk, the violin player, fiddle player. Nike and Craig have been doing a duo thing for a long time, and more recently it's been cool because Cliff's been doing some things, so Craig's been doing some stuff with Cliff, and Craig's been doing some stuff with Nike, and the three of them have been doing some stuff together. And the hope had been that tonight we'd be able to share a video of the three of them playing together that ended up not being able to work out at the last minute. But we do have a very, very cool video of Craig and Cliff playing together, Change the World. Here we go.
till then I'll be a fool, wishing for the day I would change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. I would change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think our love was really something good, baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. Change the world, yeah. Come on, change the world. Change the world. Change the world. Oh, change the world. Change the world. Change it, change it, change the world. Change the world. Change the world. Woo.
With Starkey and Craig Thatcher. Yes, we got some people applauding for. Oh, what? All right, let me put that back on me for just a moment, because now we have a special guest here with us this evening, Mr. Whoops, nope, that's not what I needed. Maybe here. Ah, there we are. That's what I needed. Dr. Jack Silva of Bethlehem Area School District. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
Thank you very much, Mike. And thank you to all the organizers of Come Together 2021 and the musicians. I always look forward to this. Recently, I was watching a show on television and they asked, what will you want to do first when the pandemic is over and you can get back to normal life? And my thinking was to just be in that concert hall, sitting there in the dark, listening and connecting to the musicians and feeling what it is. And yeah, I was sort of hoping that we would squeak this one in this year to be able to be the first one, but it's okay. I like the tradition. I appreciate you, Mike, always having me in, going all the way back to the first performance that you were talking about earlier with the small number of musicians. But yeah, whether it's live at Godfrey Daniels or at home in your own room in the dark with a cocktail, you're a great event. So, but I want to thank,
and I also wanted to, if I could share the message that you said in the chat, your reaction when Craig Thatcher started playing. It was like, oh wow, this is a great connection for my pre-pandemic life.
Yeah. it was like karma. So thanks for having that one. That one was right on target for me. And Mike always asked me if I could say a couple of words about No Place for Hate.
Please.
And in our Bethlehem school district is no different than America as a whole. In the last couple of years, the last year especially, those events that you hear happening that have a lot of hate in them or a lot of anxiety come into our schools. Now, we try to protect our kids from that, and we try to use it as educational opportunities to teach messages of anti-racism and support of others. But we don't do that alone. We do that with the help of some very good programming, and one of those programs is No Place for Hate. And that's a well-established anti-bullying and anti-bias program that's run by the Anti-Defamation League. So it's national and very high quality. And it requires each school to form a committee to make a school-wide culture dedicated to anti-racism and safety for all students. All the students in the school sign a pledge. And then there's some evidence to it. They do a school-wide survey to get the data on what children and adults are feeling as far as relative safety and comfort and anti-bias in their school. And then they plan their activities. And you have to do 3 activities a year dedicated to mutual understanding and support. And then you usually have an end-of-year celebration. So those things take some funding. They take some supervision and timing. So every little bit helps, but spreading the word about that program is the most important. So mixing it with some outstanding musicians. I like to say we would normally be doing this at Godfrey Daniels, or as I like to call it, the House of Fry. But virtually, it's still good and it's still powerful because it's a great program. So thank you for inviting me every year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, and one of the things that I think is a great thing about the No Place for Hate initiative is how highly customized it is by each school. Like you say, there's a committee at each school, and they essentially say they look at their own school community and what can we do and how can we engage with the students? What are the ideas that the students have? So that the No Place for Hate program in each individual school looks very, very different, right?
Right. Some schools like to do service projects. Some like to do, food drives for disadvantaged. Some use them as educational opportunities. My personal favorite that one school does is they have a sports day, but none of the sports are the ones that we all know playing growing up. But they play like, Iroquois lacrosse. They play rounders. They play and it helps people understand other cultures around the world.
Yeah. And also, I mean, such how it's the similar way to the way that we're looking at music as being something that just kind of brings people together and is really unifying. Just the idea that, kids all over the world play games, and those games are fun. And, maybe they play a different game than I do, but it's cool to learn how their game is played because it's fun too. And just to me, it strikes, it's such a great example of just meeting kids where they are, which I think is so cool.
Yeah. And the virtual environment has helped because some of the No Place for Hate activities have been able to connect with people in places they would never have been able to transcend before. So
absolutely,
there may be some silver lining here as far as them being able to reach out into the rest of the world.
And speaking of which, first I should ask, how are you holding up? Because we're all dealing with lots and lots of challenges, but then to have the additional responsibility of all of these kids and to try to make decisions that are going to affect their safety. How are you doing?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm doing fine. I'm just like everybody else. There have been highs and lows, and really all the success that we've had at maintaining as much of normal as possible through the pandemic goes to the students who have dutifully done everything we have asked them. We're from wearing their masks to attending school, doing their best, and the teachers coming every day. So I get the inspiration of seeing that and help organize that, but they're the ones that really make it happen. And seeing the first vaccinations go in the arms of 16-year-olds this week, that felt good. So hopefully we're near the end.
Cool. That is very cool. Well, and the sense I have also is that we're all experiencing so much trauma as part of this. You know, that we're all, there's such loss, and you know, just the past year is not what any of us would have anticipated for this past year. And then to know that, you know, being a kid, being an adolescent is hard enough, and then on top of that to have all these additional things. So I mean, and how do you even begin to start dealing with that?
Yeah, a good point in that we weren't in perfect shape going into the pandemic, so coming out it'll still be a challenge. And one of the things I'm doing right now, working with our 22 principals in the school district, is we're developing an academic and social emotional recovery plan for the next 2 years. And that's going to include using some of the federal grant funds we got for things like robust summer programming. So look for July to be a fun time in all the Bethlehem elementary and middle schools, where kids are just going to come out and be kids and experience exploration and fun. So a lot of summer programming, a lot of tutoring next year, a lot of coaching of teachers, and a lot of push into the classroom social emotional supports and school-based social workers and clinicians. So we'll make good use of those resources that the federal government has put into restoration in schools, but we're in the process of planning and getting ready for those now. So
well, another thing that I like that you just said is that, you know, this is not like, okay, we're going to do a couple months, you know, a couple weeks of this, then we're good. You're looking at this as a 2-year window of, you know,
at least
really intense work to try to help everybody, including the teachers, including the staff, and especially the kids. So
at least.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for being here and being part of this. Before I let you go, I'm going to see if you could help me with an additional thing. It's easy, but we haven't discussed this, so I hope I'm putting you on the spot just a little bit. One of the brand new things that we did this year that we haven't done before to try to build a little additional excitement about the event coming up was if people were able to give either through GoFundMe or through Venmo or any of the other platforms, if they were able to give early enough, they could enter in drawings for some really cool, things that have been donated by some of our community sponsors, including Godfrey Daniels and Touchstone Theater and Southside Arts District. So one of these packages, I decided to call it the Let's Eat package. So if whoever's the winner of the Let's Eat package, they're going to get lunch for 2 at Deja Brew Cafe in Southside Bethlehem. They'll also get 2 passes to the upcoming Southside Arts District Chili Festival when they're able to do that, and one of this lovely Godfrey Daniels tumbler for your cold drink, so you can as you're enjoying that. So the next question is, okay, how can we do something that's kind of interactive to draw the names out so that everyone knows that it's something that's totally unpredictable. And so what I came up with was that of all the people who entered this particular drawing, they were randomly selected for I'm going to ask you a question, and each of the 4 answers corresponds with someone who entered this contest. So random, but it's going to come down to something that I can't predict, which is how you are going to answer this particular question. Okay? You have no idea what this question is going to be.
Absolutely none.
Okay, so here we go. The question is, for the Let's Eat package here for the drawing, of these unconventional pizza toppings, which of them do you like the most? A, pineapple, B, barbecue chicken, C, broccoli, or D, taco meat? I can repeat them if you need.
Wow. I know which ones I don't like.
Well, there you go. That's a place to start.
My favorite of those would probably be the barbecue chicken.
The barbecue chicken. All right. So barbecue chicken is the winner, and the person who corresponds with barbecue chicken is, that would be Carrie Monroe. Carrie Monroe has won the Let's Eat package. Thank you so much, Dr. Silva, for helping us select them. Yeah, that's right. And I'll mention this too. The next performer we have, you'll appreciate this too, Dr. Silva. The next performer we have is Mr. John Huie, who is, of course, a teacher over at
One of our
Northeast.
finest.
That's right, over at Northeast Middle School. He's a music teacher and does all sorts of cool things over there. He has been part of the Come Together events for the past for the past couple of years. He was able to submit a video last year. He was part of the live shows a couple of years before that. And this time he decided to take on Chick Corea's classic song Spain.
Okay.
And so let's see how they came out. Here we go. So there you go.
Wow.
So I wanted to see if you're aware of that, so that in addition to being a musician and being a teacher, who was, of course, as you mentioned in the chat to the other performers here, is that many of the students at Northeast Middle School absolutely love him. He also has been working on human cloning. So, you know, pretty impressive people you have working for you here in Bethlehem Area School District, sir.
He's great. He's wonderful.
He really is. So, you know, and before I let you go, the other thing I was going to mention is that when I last looked at the GoFundMe campaign, it looks like we are currently up to $865 in the campaign. I think we can probably get to $1,000 tonight. Do you think? I wanted to see what you think.
I love that. That would be 4 digits. Sounds good to me.
All right, so let's see if we can do that. That's our words to everyone who's watching. If you're able to give a little bit more, we'd be very, very grateful. Everything we raise tonight goes to support No Place for Hate programs, not only in schools here in Bethlehem, but all the ones that are overseen by the ADL Philadelphia office, which is 50-some programs in Pennsylvania and Delaware and New Jersey. So again, thank you so much, Dr. Silva, for being here with us.
Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. All right, up next, we have a really cool performance by a couple of young people who actually aren't in the Bethlehem Area School District. I believe both of them came up through the Charter Arts School on the south side of Bethlehem, which is another wonderful institution. I'm going to show you now this video recorded by Claudia Liliana. Here we go. That is my new favorite version of that song, and I think that's true for a lot of you who are watching too. That was Claudia Terry on rhythm guitar and lead vocal, and Liliana Cunha on the lead electric guitar. And man, they do really, really good work. Thank you so much to Claudia and Liliana for being part of this. That was wonderful. The link down in the description here on YouTube, you can find their Facebook page because they do have gigs coming up in the coming weeks. And now that we could do outdoor gigs, that's a thing. So that's very, very cool. And now, I was too busy focused on the performance there. I should have made sure that I had everything ready for us to have our next performer, who is Chelsea Lyn Meyer. Chelsea, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Well, things are mostly going the way they need to go. We're making it work.
Good.
Yeah. Well, I understand that you had a lot going on at your place this evening as well, based on your description that you said in the chat.
Well, yeah, I'm at my dad's house right now, actually going through old childhood toys to see if we should get rid of them or not.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I mean, I found this old Power Rangers beeper, which I'm pretty psyched about.
Oh, put that up again so everybody can see that.
Oh, hell yeah.
Did it ever have batteries? Are the batteries still good?
I could put batteries in the back, it looks like. The batteries don't work now, but
okay.
I'll have them in by the end of tonight, I'm sure.
There you go. Well, maybe we'll have to come back to that. Very, very cool. Chelsea, thank you so much for being part of the event this evening.
Oh, thank you for asking me.
Absolutely. What do you have for us?
I was going to play my newest original, Miss Me Too.
Very cool. And I think that you have the video just came out for that recently, right?
Yeah, the video came out, and then we dropped the song as well, so it's all out there and available.
Yeah. All right, well, let's hear the live version, please.
All right. I hold on to something, a memory of what's been. It's been 8 months since I've heard you laugh with me between the sheets, and 3 more of you saying nothing. But I cannot hide, no, I can't deny what's on my mind, and I'm missing you when you're in the same room. And what can I do? I want you to want me to lonely, jaded, angry, frustrated. You're so complicated and I'm freaking headed, but I'm missing you.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
That is very, very cool. So people should definitely check out the video, and they should also, you know, I'm. So you said you dropped the single already, so then people can also get that on all the streaming and download platforms, right?
Yep.
Awesome. And I'm guessing now that we're able to do like outdoor gigs and that sort of thing, I think you probably have some stuff lined up. Actually, you had one early this week too, so you probably have some stuff coming up, right?
Yeah, we had a show on Wednesday at Steel Pub, and we have another one Saturday at Fossil's Last Stand in Caddy.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up, so it's going to be fun, I hope.
Good deal. Well,
Yeah.
have fun with those, and people should definitely follow you on the socials and check out the new video.
Yeah, definitely. And click the link and donate. And all the other performers, we've been jamming out to you guys. You guys are amazing.
We really do have such a wonderful group of performers. And I'm glad you mentioned that about the donations, because we just got another one over Venmo, so it's not showing up on the GoFundMe just yet. But we now have broken 900. We are so close. We're so close to making 1,000 by the end of the night. I think we can do it.
Yeah.
I think we can do it. So yeah, the link is down in the description, and of course also over there under Chelsea on the screen, that if you're watching at home, it has the GoFundMe link as well as the Venmo, and there's a PayPal. So you can just any one of those, whatever your platform of choice is, you can contribute to the cause, and it'll support No Place for Hate programs around here. Chelsea, thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. So next. Speaking of people who are wonderful, Ralph Pagano runs a website called Voices of the Valley. So Ralph Pagano is himself a singer-songwriter, and in fact, I believe he's out gigging this evening, which is why he couldn't be with us here in person. But he also runs a website called Voices of the Valley, which is just a clearinghouse of information about every single local music performance that he's aware of, and he's aware of a lot of them going on here in the Lehigh Valley. So you can check out his posts over there, because there's always something going on, and the posts these past couple of weeks have been pretty full as more and more outdoor gigs are starting up. So Ralph graciously recorded a video, specifically an exclusive video just for the webcast tonight. Let's hear from Ralph Pagano.
I just want to take a minute to thank Michael for asking me to be a part of this. Definitely appreciate it. It's something that I think needs to be said. Come together, no place for hate. And there really is no place for hate in this world right now. I think it's a great cause. I really don't have a cause-appropriate song. I'm just going to play one of my original tunes. But maybe I should work on that for the next time, if there is a next time. Maybe I'll have a more cause-appropriate song written by then. I'm going to play a song that is off my new album, and it was released probably about a year before the album because of a lot of things, including COVID shutting things down. This song the album didn't get out as quickly as I had hoped it would, but this song was the first single released off the new album. The new album is called Say Something, and this song is called This Guitar. I'm on the road, headed to a place I've never been before. Another crowded room, or another empty space. I never know just what's in store, but I'll give it all I've got tonight. Every night I may not get far. One thing to know for sure, I'll never put down this guitar. Some nights I barely sleep a wink, as I keep tossing, turning in my bed. words to a song I haven't written yet. Keep dancing through my head. Gotta put them down on paper, so in the morning I remember just what they are. Then I'll need a melody, so I get up and reach for this guitar. 'Cause this guitar's the best friend I have ever known. She'll never walk away, leave me alone. Yeah, this guitar's always been by my side. She's always with me along for the ride. This guitar has gotten me through some bitter days. Love the way it feels, the way it sounds, and the way that it plays. Everyone I know needs something in their life they can turn to. Doesn't matter who you are. For me, I can love me. You know what I do? I just reach for this guitar. 'Cause this guitar's the best friend I have ever known. She'll never walk away and leave me alone. Yeah, this guitar's always been by my side. She's always with me along for the ride. Thanks so much for having me on, Mike, and I hope you all enjoyed that, and hope you enjoy every single musician that's a part of this and everything that is a part of this show. Again, if you can contribute to the cause, please do so. It's a great cause, and we'll hope to see you out and about somewhere sometime soon. Thanks.
Ralph Pagano with this guitar, a song that a lot of musicians, I think, can identify with. And so thank you so much to Ralph for being part of the show. Thanks also to Voices of the Valley for being one of the sponsors of the event. Ralph was able to help spread the word and got a post up, a dedicated post just about this event up on Voices of the Valley earlier this week. We're very, very grateful for that. Speaking of which, I should be talking about some of our other sponsors. Among them, PostNet Bethlehem, locally owned and operated, a wonderful print shop. And they did a phenomenal job printing the come together posters that have been all over the South Side for these past couple days since I put them there. So thanks so much to PostNet. Please go check them out on the Southside Film Festival, Deja Brew, which we mentioned just a little bit ago, Amina Handcrafts, Webfoot Digital, and like I said, Postnet. So thank you so much to everyone, all of these businesses and organizations who are able to support this event. Really, really, really grateful. And up next, we have someone who is also coming to us from not in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Kristen, I'm going to put you up on the screen right now. Hi, Kristen. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for making time to be here. And so I mentioned that you're not here in Bethlehem. You are in, let's see, you're in the Baltimore area, correct? But I know you also do a lot in the DC area.
Yep, Baltimore, Maryland, Virginia. We're sticking pretty local right now, obviously, but we will get out and about when we can.
And when you say we, you're actually part of a couple different ensembles. The one we're going to, probably the one that we're going to look at tonight is the band ilyAIMY. You and Rob Hinkal, and well, tell us about what ilyAIMY is, so for people who may not be familiar with the band.
Sure. So ilyAIMY, and it's an acronym for I love you and I miss you, in case you're like, what is that name? What's going on? We can be up to a 6-piece group. The video we recorded for you today is just a duo, myself and my husband, Rob. He is pulling double duty as a producer tonight in our basement, producing a live stream show with artists in California, Oregon, and the UK. We're busy, but the band could be up to 6 people. It's acoustic mayhem, I think we've started calling it.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So it's like it's got a little bit of that, and actually that's particularly appropriate since it does have a little bit of that Muppet energy.
Yes.
In terms of what you do. No, I love that. That's excellent. What was I going to say? Oh yeah. So Rob and I were playing the same open mics decades ago. At some of the same coffee houses in Ellicott City, and it's been so wonderful to see how Rob, Heather, and you, and all the various other configurations of ilyAIMY over the years, all the cool things that you've done. And I guess I should mention that you just recently were able to do your first full band show in a while, right?
Yep. Last weekend we played at this wonderful outdoor semi-private thing, but it was kind of just a festival, and first time we played together since February of 2020. So it was pretty amazing to have everybody on stage again. It was a great feeling.
Awesome. So very, very cool. So tell us a little bit about the song that we're about to hear, which I understand is brand new from Rob's pen.
Written a few months ago. It was something that Rob wrote for a thing called the Acoustic Guitar Project, which happens in various cities around the country, where they have one guitar that goes around to various songwriters in that area. You have to write a song and record it on that guitar in 1 week. And he kind of did double duty there too. He runs a little open mic every Monday, and once a month they do a song challenge where they pull a topic out of a hat and you have to write a song on that topic for the next month. So this song used a prompt from that, which was a terrible sense of safety. You will hear that in the song, but we thought this was a perfect choice for this event. The song is called Everything Hurts, and the chorus is very simple. It's, I don't hate you, I just hurt. And we feel like that kind of puts to words what a lot of people are feeling. You know, if we all kind of realize that we're hurting in different ways, that might be a bridge towards, more understanding.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, here, let's put it up so everybody can hear it. Here we go.
This is a song that I just wrote about how I think a lot of people don't hate each other. They just hurt. I just hurt. This is Everything Hurts. Doom scrolling is the best new word for the feelings beating worth to swords beyond F words and meaning. It's demeaning. All this talk of babies and God who faked it in the manger, who saved who was robbed. Feeding the temples and starving our minds, keeping us separate and angry and whining, ignoring the truth. It's the American way. I'm trying to live through the end of the day. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Convenience store shopping, all my wallet could stomach, and for years all my peers moved on with their lives. Get a house, get a spouse in no particular order. Scream, get divorced, get old and get bitter. I always thought that our course was cheating. Just say it again and again and again. But mayhaps what I said, it could bear repeating. Just shut up and move on, move out and quit breeding. I don't hate you, I just hurt. I don't hate you, I just hurt. A terrible sense of the safety within. Pull the handle, eject, because none of us win. And on days like this, I won't even mind. I don't hate you, we're just two of a kind. Spinning around with the infinite sky, a dangerous flight from a dangerous guy. You've made your point. Your anger keeps winning, but violent ends come from violent living. And I don't think this one is wrapping up happy. I'm writing it quick, I'm keeping it true. I try to write my songs with positive endings, but I'm singing this one more for me than for you. I don't hate you, I just hurt. 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 A terrible sense of the safety without. Pull the strap tighter so no one gets out. And on days like this, I know I can't work. I don't hate you, but everything hurts.
Very, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
And yeah, and I think one of my favorite things about it is that you know, just it's kind of the radical empathy of it, you know, is that maybe that's how when there is so much frustration and antagonism, to come to understand that that's, you know, the reason that there is so much discord is because we're all hurting in our own different ways and we're not finding helpful ways to express that.
Yeah, most
and then,
definitely.
you know, and then maybe that becomes a, you know, that maybe that can become a starting point. And certainly that's what we would all hope.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah. So I do want to ask you two more quick things about that performance. First off, I'm sure, one of the questions that you get all the time, but for people who are not familiar with you, the instrument that you were playing looks awesome. Most people don't necessarily know what the heck it is. Could you brief people just a little bit?
Sure. It's an electric cello. It's made by a company called NS Design, and it just makes amplifying myself a little easier.
Oh, and transportation.
Yeah,
yes, that's you can actually fit that in the car, you know, and down the road. Absolutely. So that's very, very cool. And the other thing that and for the musicians who are watching and the other musicians who are on the webcast with us, when I first listened to this, I was trying to count it out to try to figure out what the time signature was, and I'm like, holy cow! I eventually,
Rob did a doozy with that one.
Yes, and so then you playing what is essentially the bass part have to follow. I'm not even sure what the time signature is, but
it alternates between 11/8 and 12/8.
Yeah. like it's like, oh, I think I know what it is, and like, no, I just changed again.
We tried to record that to a click. It's just not happening.
No, it is definitely not. It is definitely not. So yeah, bless you for being able to figure out how to play the bass part when Rob is doing that.
He works me. It's true.
Well, I also understand. We're always like, okay, what's a different way to stretch and do something that's new and different. And so I have so much respect for Rob for doing that. I have so much respect for you for doing that. Thank you both for being part of this, and thank you for being here with us live tonight.
Oh, thank you so much. It's great to be here, and thanks for all the work you put into it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Kristen. Hope to get to see you in person sooner than later.
Yes, please.
All right. I'm going to put it back on me for just a moment because I lost track of what's happening next. Oh, right. Jenny Fowles is up next. Oh, wow. I'm really excited about that, actually, but I didn't let her know ahead of time. So I hope that she is prepared for me to... Yay, there we are. Okay, good. Whew. I didn't. How are you holding up, Jenny?
I'm good. How are you?
Wait, are you muted? No, you're not muted, but no, we need to click the other thing. No, we're still not having audio. Don't worry, I've been through this. This is fine.
How about now?
There we are. It's still a little quiet, but it's definitely there.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's live. That's what happens with microphones.
Yeah.
You're like, nope, I've decided we're not going to work anymore.
All right. That might be a little better.
Oh yes, that's definitely better. That's definitely better.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, it is. Hey, I have no room to criticize anybody, so we all just make it work as well as we can. So yeah, how are you? What if you guys just put out a record recently, right? I should say for folks who don't know that Jenny Fowles is in the band Ruby Deer. It's a trio,
Mm-hmm.
and so tell us about the band and what you guys have been up to.
So we just put out our second album in February. We had a socially distanced, limited capacity release show at Steel Stacks.
Oh, very cool.
In February. And that was part of a residency we did. All three members of Ruby Deer are also in the Talking Heads tribute Start Making Sense. So we had 4 shows spread out during the month of February at Steel Stacks. So the third show was the Ruby Deer album release.
Very nice.
And the new record is called This Will. And I'm going to play the title track off of that today for you guys.
Please do. Take it away.
Yeah. So this song is a tune I wrote about a chronic pain illness that I live with. And it started with that as the main lyrical idea, but really it's about having the will to go on regardless of what kind of struggles you're going through. And similar to the last song, everybody's going through something. So even if you can't see it, you should be kind to each other and I guess kind to yourself. You got to be patient with yourself. So that's kind of what this is about. It's tiring with my own foot on my neck. It's hard to grow forward when my body means business. I've got my ear to the ground, except it's the wrong one. So searching for a reason of sound to bring me back down. The elevation is making me crazy. I'm sick but can't sit still. Got a bell around my sternum, my wound's still burning, but I've got this will. I've got this will. This house I've lived in all of my years started crumbling around me, in need of repair. Secrets in these walls the doctors can hear, while I lay in wait, choking back fear. Renovations are making me crazy. I'm sick but can't sit still. Got a bell round my sternum, my wound's still burning, but I've got this will. I've got this will. What do we do when you can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you through? What do we do when you can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you through? What do we do when you can't trust you to carry you through, to carry you
That is awesome. That is really, really nice. That is one. And so, and you know, one of the things that leapt out at me while you're performing it, and not to get too personal, but just I know in your songwriting, that's not the first song you've written that sort of looks at your own medical, physical experience, and then sort of expands that into. I think it's fascinating how you're able to use that as a starting point, but it doesn't stay there. It goes into metaphor. How does it expand into just sort of a what do we experience as humans?
Yeah.
So
yeah, that was the second song. I went into the whole health. I've had a lot of health history, and it's interesting. I've never played that just straight up acoustic before. We're a power trio, is what we call ourselves. We're a rock band, so I like to take the health struggles I've had and kind of scream about it in a way. So that was the softest rendition of that song we've done. But what I found, we put out a single called Screwed, which I think I played for you before. And that was about another health scare I had with a tumor in my ovary. And when we play those songs live, sometimes people don't really catch what the lyrics are about, but the people that do always come up and they're like, oh my God, that spoke to me because I went through something similar, or I know someone who did. So, yeah, it's a little vulnerable, but I think the overall message I'm trying to get across is like, you can do it. Whatever you're trying to do in life, you can rise to the occasion if you believe in yourself and you're patient with yourself.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of what I like about that songwriting, that style of songwriting, is just that it it takes something that is very, very personal, but then looks at it through a lens that anybody can identify with to some degree, and then also, but there's that like you say, that additional connection with someone who has had that physical medical experience. Yeah, so that's really very, very cool. Jenny, thank you so much for doing that. And people should check out Ruby Deer, the band's website is a link in the description. You have gigs coming up or things people should know about?
So rubydeermusic.com is our website. We're on all streaming platforms. The new album is out on Spotify, iTunes, all that. I don't know I don't think we announced it yet, but we just booked Music Fest. So we're going to be there this
That's
year.
very cool.
Really excited about that. And I'm sure we'll be doing some stuff before then in the area before then. So
people should definitely watch for that. And before I let you go, if you would be willing to assist me with the next drawing.
Sure.
So let's see. So you saw how this worked with Dr. Silva just a little bit ago. The next one we're going to do is the let's say this is the Big Show package. So I actually have some of the cool things here. The Big Show package includes a 4-pack of tickets to one showing at the Southside Film Festival here in Bethlehem. Have you? I don't know actually. Have you had a chance to go to the Southside Film Festival before?
not yet. No,
Yeah, so
but maybe this year because
there you
usually
go.
we're on the road. So.
That's true. That's true. Yes. So this one, if you happen to be closer to home, you can check that out. So, and in addition to that 4-pack of tickets to one showing at the Southside Film Festival, also a couple of cool things here from Touchstone Theater, including this this T-shirt from the first festival Unbound back in 2019.
That's
and
so cool.
a T-shirt from Journey to the East, which was another show that Touchstone did just a few years ago. So that's vintage, you know. So that's pretty cool.
That's some vintage swag.
And a pin from Journey to the East, and finally also yes, wait, there's more. There's also a T-shirt from Godfrey Daniels.
Wow.
So all of these cool things, part of the Big Show package. All right, so let's see. So the question for the Big Show package, let's see. So and again, you have no idea what I'm about to ask you.
Nothing. No
Okay,
idea.
So they apparently somewhere in this sheaf of papers on this clipboard, I have information that says the winner for each one of these answers. So let's find out. Of these four colors, which do you like the most? A, mauve. B, chartreuse. C, goldenrod. Or D, aqua.
I'm terrible. I genuinely can't picture chartreuse. Is that like a green color?
Yeah, chartreuse is like a yellowy green. It's like a yellowy green color. Yes, I also looked them up ahead of time so I could cheat. You know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with aqua.
Aqua. All right, solid. You know, lovely blue.
I've got a
greens.
lot of aqua behind me. The Beastie Boys and the
Oh
Flaming
yeah.
Lips.
Okay,
So.
cool. All right, so aqua, the winner that corresponds with that for the Big Show. Oh, Carrie Monroe again.
Oh no!
All right, no, that's cool. That's awesome. That's great. It was very cool that
She's really winning.
She's really winning. Well, because if you were able to donate before like last night was the cutoff. You then, for every $10 you donated, you could put in a ticket in a different drawing, or you could put 2 tickets in the same drawing. And Carrie decided to diversify, and it ended up working out very well for her. So that's very cool. Jenny, thank you so much for being part of this and for playing along as we could do our drawing here.
Thank you so much for having me, Mike.
Absolutely. All right, up next, another wonderful performer. A bit of a departure from us here. Because I've been hearing about this hip hop artist Grayson, and he's actually had a couple different monikers over the years. He was Nightwing, and he was Mav, and now he's Grayson. And I'm like, I wanna learn more about this guy and what he does. And I've gotten to know him just a little bit over the past little bit, but he's been a wonderful collaborator on a couple different projects. He was able to send along a video for this, which I believe was part of a live stream that he did recently. Actually, he says in the video this was part of a live stream he did. So let's hear from Grayson.
My name is Grayson. You spelled that GR3YS0N. I am the gamer, not a gangster, and I am performing live and direct from my dining room. It's the left of me, it's the right of you. To the side of me is my best friend and confidant and tag team partner DJ Terrence Lee. and we're about to perform for you. Hopefully you can be entertained while you're watching this on Twitch and or YouTube or any other way that you are looking at this. We were going to start with one of my favorite songs I've ever made, Civil War. Let's get this cracking. Yeah! Grayson, Civil War. Let's go. People used to breathe, now I stand on them, cavalry on speed down. Sorry, dog, you can't call them. They rest in their graves and now dance on them. Revel in victory if man put their hands on them. Yo, what the hell am I supposed to do? Paranoia has the whole world plot against you. Talking to my sword, yeah, his name is Gold Tattoo. Blade is just as sharp, make him wish I never met you. Yo, Shinigami caught another body. Cop a kill streak, join me in this new lobby. Too much love in it, they call it a hobby. Fire in my hand, last name now Kusanagi. Yo, always on this game. Step up to the challenge, sucker, be on your playlist. Happy for the fact that 10 people will play this. If you ain't watch it, bro, then you really can't say shit. Yo, going hard, going Kaioken. Non-stop until my foes meet a violent end. Such a sad story, should I play the violin? Don't start, none of you don't want a violent end. Yo, they try to start a civil war. So what reasons do I have to ask Silva for? I know you jockey, seeing all this blood and gore, cooking all this beat, and it still comes so raw. Yo, they trying to start a civil war. So what reasons do I have to ask Silva for? I know you jockey, seeing all this blood and gore, cooking all this beat, and it still comes so raw. Yo, F it, y'all, I'm still a novice, but a fast learner training, using all my knowledge. Getting tighter with the flow, you know all about it. As you see, yo, the snakes and they steady plotting. Yo, you know, dog, yeah, I'm steady watching. Vigilante with the bars, yo, who watching? Wildcat on the beat, yeah, I'm steady boxing. Knocking any ninja out, whoever tries to stop him. Yo, and stop saying who is really real. And stop acting like you made it, you didn't get a deal. You spending all this dough just to get the mass appeal, but you ain't have enough cash to help pay the rent still. Bullshit. Homie, this is straight facts. Feels like I got the whole team on my back. Swinging nunchucks, yelling whole Thundercats. I'm a maverick, I'll show you how I really act. Yo, they trying to start a civil war. So what reasons do I have to act civil for? I know you jocking, seeing all the blood and gore, cooking on this beat, and it still comes so raw. Yo, they trying to start a civil war. So what reasons do I have to act civil for? I know you jocking, seeing all this blood and gore, cooking on this beat, and it still comes so raw. Alright, so we gonna keep this going.
All right. Thanks again to Grayson for contributing that video. Very, very cool. There's a link to Grayson's Bandcamp down in the description here on the YouTube. All right. So while that was going on, we were in the midst of trying to make sure that we had things together for some of the technical behind the scenes things. But I think Jillian Matundan is ready to go. So let's find out.
I think. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
That's a good start.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hey!
Hey, we figured it out.
We'll call that a win.
Yay!
So again, it's live. This is like the fourth or fifth microphone issue we've had this evening. So I'm glad you're able to come with what apparently seems to be a workable solution.
I have a backup. Always have a backup.
Always have a backup. Always have a backup.
Always.
That's very, very helpful. How are you holding up?
I am swell. How are you? It's been awesome watching everybody. It's been really cool. I'm really humbled and honored to be here. So.
Well, I'm so glad you could be part of it. And so a little bit of you have not a sort of a direct connection to the Lehigh Valley, but you're familiar with the Lehigh Valley, having passed through it
many times,
on many occasions.
Yeah.
You and I were at the same college at the same time on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. And then Rob Hinkal, whom we saw earlier performing with Kristen, with his virtual open mic that Kristen mentioned, we both ended up at the same thing. We're like, oh, hey, yeah, I know you. That's pretty cool.
Right.
And so here we are. So thank you so much for being part of this. This is very, very wonderful.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, did you?
I was going to ask what you're inspired to play at the moment.
Oh yeah. So yeah, most of my stuff, I know I've heard other performers say it, like most of my stuff is pretty like dramatic and whatnot. And I don't necessarily have something that's great for this that isn't incredibly like traumatizing. But here's a song that I wrote. I would say right before the pandemic hit, because and you'll understand why when you hear it. But it's very much about like who are you doing things for? Is it for you or for other people? And so it's definitely funny because, you know, then the whole world stopped for the last 5,685 million days. But I think, you know, this one, I don't know, this one spoke to me to do tonight, so I'm going to do it. And
Sounds
it's called Worth. It's one of my newer songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So
all right.
Let's see how this goes. And actually, let me see. How's this? Does that sound like a guitar?
I think so. Start again.
A mess.
It's cutting in and out a little bit. Do you have the original sound turned on?
See, they just did that update, right? Is that better?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that is better. There should be that button in the upper left of your screen.
Yeah, they reversed it. They reversed it now. So before it used to say off when it was on, and now it's on when it's off.
Right.
So now it's on when it's on.
Now it's on when
but
it's
that
on.
sounds like a guitar. As long as that sounds like a guitar.
I think we're okay. Let's give it a shot.
It only took us a year to figure this out. That's cool. But I wouldn't give to stop the world, to breathe for a while, watch it all unfurl. I move too fast to take it in. I never let it get too far to my skin, no. And what I wouldn't give to take the time and do nothing more. No mountain to climb. If I could get my way, I'd love nothing more than to stay here.
Oh, I love that. That is very, very cool. And
Yeah,
it made
different.
perfect sense why you chose it, and also that first line, like, oh wow, what was that?
I know. I was like, what I wouldn't give to stop the world.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh.
Oh.
Did I? Whoops.
What did
Well,
I do?
Not really. What happened? What happened?
It also
but,
is definitely
you know.
one of those monkey's paw, be careful what you wish for sort of scenarios too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know, I'm just happy to have been able to share it with you all. Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much for being part of this. And so you just released some music pretty recently, right?
I did.
Tell us.
When I did that in the middle of pandemic. But yeah.
So like eight
I did it in the
pandemic
middle
years
of-
ago.
You know, because why not? You do it in the middle of pandemic. No, I did it in June of last year, and I released my debut EP. So you can find it online, and yeah, you can find it on all your streaming platforms. So you can find me that way.
People should definitely check that out. Jillian, thank you so much for being part of this. I really, really appreciate it.
Thanks so much. I hope we get more donations coming in.
Yes, well, at last check, we are up to $940, including the money that came in from Venmo. We are so tantalizingly close to making it
Come
even
on.
1,000. So we'll see. So people should definitely, if people who are watching are like, wow, how could there possibly be any more good music? Well, we still have a bunch more wonderful performers who are up. People should definitely hit that like button, hit that share button. If people think they have other folks around who are like, hey, you're not doing anything else tonight, put this on the screen and see if you can contribute. See if we can get all the way to 1,000 tonight. People should definitely do that, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. All right. Good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Good cause. Thanks for having
Julian,
me.
I think you even have some of your friends and relatives watching as well. So thank you so much for spreading the word.
All right.
Okay. All right. Up next. Speaking of wonderful people, George Hrab is he is a podcaster. He is a musician. He is a skeptic. That is one of the things that he talks about and works with often. He much like Mae Rosania earlier in the night. George decided he wanted to do something that was going to be just different and was really going to stand out, and I'm so glad he did. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you George Hrab. Here we go.
Day by day, whistle while you work. Our backs are breaking up from hollow earth, from end to end. The noise begins in the human battle stations, and the big ones coming in. Work, 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 work till holes are filled. Work, 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 bags of bone and skin. Lovers hold hands, tossing their heads, tangled in hair, tied to Someone is sleeping in my bed. Priests pass by, worms crawling. One dreams to be, one dream for all. Is the skin not the same as yours, and I'm made the same as you? And some have fallen down, and blood spilt on the ground. Work, 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 till his life is done. Same as yours. Can I sit at the table to drink cool water? Cool water. And his lungs are filled with rain as the waters are rushing in.
Definitely check out all of the cool things that George Hrab has going on. There's a link to his website in the description. You can find him on all of the socials. George, thank you so much for being part of tonight's webcast. And yeah, really very powerful stuff. Up next, the one and only Carter Lansing. If I've done this right, there he is. How are you, man?
I'm great. You told me to move to the right. I should have done that earlier.
Well, so that's why we have this set up, so you can see how things are. So first, let me ask: has your barn blown away?
It has not, but
it has not. Okay, good.
I was more concerned. I was more concerned about the wind tonight when I really should have been concerned about being blown away by George Hrab. Seriously, that was.
I know, right? How cool is that? How cool is that?
He did more damage tonight than the wind did. So, yeah, good job, George.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Carter, thank you very much for hanging out with us. It's always a pleasure to have a chance to visit with you in any capacity, and especially to get a chance to hear you play music. So, yeah, what do you have? What do you have in store for us?
So, I've been playing around with this tune that I've been writing through this whole thing, and one day hope to play with my band and play in public with other people. And the thing is that I feel like I've been arguing about a lot of these same things for a very long time, and I'm really kind of getting tired of it. But what I can say is that I still feel like the arc of history tends towards the progressive, and I'm really hoping that there can't be more of them than us. So I kind of feel like we are really stepping up here, and so this song has been coming through my head. I'm not sure how it's going to end up. I don't know what the band's going to think of it, but I feel like I want to say the words in it, so. I don't want to wait all day. I don't want to wait all night. Don't want to wait out the rest of this year. Been waiting my whole life for things to change. Things are gonna change. Darling, you'll see someday, someday. Don't wanna wait until they take it from me. Don't wanna wait till there's no more. Don't wanna wait until the day that you say it's not worth living for. Things are gonna change. Little darling, you'll see. Things are gonna change. One day, one day. I don't want to wait all day. I don't want to wait all night.
Very nice, man.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's very cool.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you so much for doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
You are like you are the ringleader. You are the maestro. I bow down. I have never seen anyone tackle the kind of projects you do the way that you do, under such grace and such pressure. You, sir, are a wizard, and I hope that you get all of the accolades you deserve, because seriously, man, you do a great job.
I'm very grateful. Thank you so much, Carter. Well, and what I was going to say is in terms of one of the cool things I think that this event speaks to, but I think that your song also speaks to, is, you know, having that vision of, hey, yeah, there's possibility, there's potential, there are things that we could actually do, and you know that basically boils down to hope, right? You know, it's hanging on to that idea that things can change. That's the first step, and then we all follow through and say, okay, what can we actually do? Because as you say in the song, I guess as you imply in the song, you know, waiting around probably isn't going to do it.
Yeah.
So we're all doing what we can.
Hasn't worked so far. Right.
So Carter, before I let you go, if you would be so kind as to help me with our third drawing of the evening, I believe, yes, this is going to be our third and final drawing of the evening. This drawing, there's a lot of really cool stuff. This is the Music Makers package, because it includes a lot of wonderful merchandise from many of our performers from this evening. The logistics of getting those items to me has been complicated, and so I don't have it all in front of me, but I do have some of it, because the package right now includes some CDs from Ralph Pagano, who we heard from earlier, and some download cards from Ralph Pagano, as well as, I think this is a coaster. So I haven't seen that before. I love that idea for merch. So some cool things from Ralph Pagano. We've got CDs and T-shirts from other people, and actually I think this might excite you. There's also the Not for Coltrane T-shirt featuring Coltrane, which because
yes,
I stocked up on band merch right before we all went into lockdown. So yeah, one of these brand new Not for Coltrane T-shirts is going to be part of this Music Makers package, and the other thing that's really cool that's part of this is a 1 hour virtual guitar lesson with our own Tom Cooney, who's going to be playing here just momentarily, is also a part of this. So you get all this cool merchandise from a number of our performers this evening, as well as a one-on-one virtual guitar lesson. So for the Music Makers package. All right, so, excuse me, let me wet my whistle here for just a moment so I can get to you to speak at you. So you have no idea what I'm about to ask you. Yes. That is the correct response. Yes, you have no idea what I'm going to ask you for this question. Okay, so one of the no clue. No clue. There are four possible answers. There's a person who entered this drawing, each of the answers corresponds to someone who entered this drawing who has been selected randomly from all the people who entered. Okay, so out of these four options,
all right,
which of these are you never gonna do? Are you never gonna A, give you up, B, let you down, C, run around, or D, desert you? Which of those are you never gonna do?
Mike, I am never going to run around.
You're never going to run around. That is answer number C. Answer letter C. So let's see, for the C, that is Margot Hillman. Margot Hillman is the winner of the Music Makers package this evening. That is very, very cool. All right. Thank you so much, Carter. I really appreciate you being here. All right. Up next, oh, I've got this whole stack of Ralph Pagano CDs that I need to move out of the way. Up next, we have, who do we have next? Oh, we have Camille. We have Camille who? We have Camille Armstrong. She performs as Camille who. I got to meet her as part of another project we were doing this past summer. Wonderful performer, wonderful artist. And she suggested that one of the possibilities that we could use for tonight's show was a video that she made by herself at the point early in the pandemic when we were all starting to be like, okay, now what? I'm a little stir crazy from being stuck in my house. At least that's my interpretation, judging from the date when she completed the video and at least where I was in terms of my experience at that point. So this is Camille who performing a very unique version of Bob Marley's Three Little Birds.
About a thing, because every little thing gonna be alright. Say you don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, rise with the rising sun. Three little birds, 1, 2, pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Saying, don't worry about a thing. Oh no, because every little thing gonna be alright. Say you don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. Three little birds, 1, 2, pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Saying, don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, no, 'cause every little because every little thing gonna be alright. One, two, three. This is my message to you. Say you don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. I won't worry, don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, and 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. I won't worry, don't worry about a thing. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. I won't worry, sing it, don't worry about a thing. Worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing gonna be alright. Because every little thing gonna be
There you go, Camille who? Check out the link down in the description to Camille's website. I think my favorite part of that video is the the backup singers doing the dancing. So very, very nice job, Camille. Thank you so much for contributing that video. Camille, I should mention, tremendous percussionist and singer and all sorts of different kinds of art. Check out her website to find out more of the cool things that she's done and see what the future has in store. So yeah, that should be very, very cool. Thank you so much again to Camille. Up next, another one of my very favorite people. We have the one and only Dave Deubler. How are you, sir?
Great, Mike. How are you?
Well, it sounds a little
you're doing terrific so far.
It sounds a little sarcastic when you say it that way, man.
You're doing great so far.
Well, we still have some more amazing performers to get through, but we have had a lot of wonderful folks here, as well as it's live, so various things were going to go sideways, and that's just how it happens with any kind of live performance, and you figure out how to roll with it as well as you can, as you well know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Dave, I at this point in last year's show, I think I had you at some point around the sequence in last year's show, and you decided that you needed to play something that was going to sort of just wake us all up and something completely different. And my sense is that's probably the direction you're going to go today, but I don't know, because you being unpredictable is one of the wonderful things about you. So, what is your plan at this particular junction?
Yeah, I really feel very strongly about this particular piece. I've been playing it a lot this last year because I feel it's an important public service that we all remember, that if you're not willing to fight for your own rights, there's just so many people out there who are always ready to push you.
That's true.
To see what they get, and it's just the nature of our society. It's not necessarily a horrible thing, but you've got to know what you're willing to put up with and what you're not.
Yeah.
Because it can be a tough world.
Yeah.
And it can be tougher to let them push you around.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I got to remind everybody to fight for your rights. wanna go. Asked your mom please, but she still said no. So you missed 2 classes and no homework. The teacher preaches class like you're some kind of jerk. You gotta fight for your right to party. Dad caught you smoking and he says, no way. That hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day. And living at home is such a drag. Your best porno mag. Busted. You gotta fight for your right to party. This house is back to close your kind of way up. I want you out of my home if you don't cut that hair. Your mom busts in and saying, what's that noise? Oh, Mom, you're just jealous. It's the Beastie Boys. You gotta fight for your right to fight. Thank you. Thank you for doing this for us, Mike.
Oh, there are so many things to love about that performance. I think
Can't go wrong if you got good material.
That's true. This is true. This is true. The setup was chef's kiss, wonderful. The there are lots of little grace notes in there, like, oh, that's just wonderful. I do think that my very favorite part is when you're saying "Pa." You gotta really feel it, you know. That's what you gotta do. Dave, thank you so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity.
Always. Thank you so much, sir. All right, we have just a few more. Yes, we've got the absolutely rock on Dave Deubler, and as you see in the description, there are links to one of the bands that Dave plays with, Doyle and the Dudes. Check out, because they are gigging around and doing cool stuff. All right, up next we have a performance from. Let me change that there. Up next we have a performance from Ben Tyler. Ben Tyler he's been playing around this area for a while now, actually, and through circumstances, someone said, hey, you should really ask Ben to be part of the show, and I'm so glad that I did. Ben sent along a video that he recorded special just for this webcast, and I'll let him introduce it because he can do a better job of it than I can. Here we go, Ben Tyler.
Hey guys, this is Ben Tyler. The No Place for Hate campaign is really near and dear to my heart, as I was a victim of bullying when I was a kid. Every child deserves to live and learn in a safe and healthy environment, so I'm a proud supporter of No Place for Hate, and I'm really excited to be part of Come Together 2021. So for now, I'm going to play a song called Mean to Me by Tonic. There's an empty place inside that is hurting me, a place that keeps my heart out on its own. A disconnected function of my wretchedness, it keeps me so hard pressed. It's a place where words are spoken you will never hear, a broken bridge of lies that just won't come.
me. How far can it be from home? Why you gotta be so mean to me? Why you gotta drag me down just to make me see? You know I don't listen good in my ways in need. So why you gotta be so mean to me? Do you think that it got up and left for good this time? A crowd of faceless strangers moving on. The feeling that you left it all behind you now. Does it hurt somehow to know? But why you gotta be so mean to me? But why you gotta drag me down just to make me see? You know I don't listen good in my ways in need. So why you gotta be so mean to me? So open up, lover, she'll keep deep inside. Let the pages yellow in the sun. Show them that you're not afraid, so let them see how far you can be from home. But why you gotta be so mean to me? But why you gotta drag me down just to make me see? You know I don't listen good in my ways in need. So why you gotta be so mean to me? But why you gotta be, why you gotta be? But why you gotta be, why you gotta be? But why you gotta be, why you gotta be? But why you gotta be so mean to me?
Yeah, Ben Tyler, really, really, really nice job. Thank you so much for contributing that, Ben. And look down in the description. See over here, there are the links for contributing, but also down farther there are links to Ben Tyler's website. So please check all that out and look for, as he's got gigs coming up too. So check those out and go see him as soon as you possibly can. And right now we're going to see the one and only Tom Cooney. How are you, sir?
Hey, good. How are you, Mike?
I'm a little weary, to be perfectly honest.
Aren't these great? I've been hosting some of these for couple different songwriters groups I belong to. They can sometimes be technically challenging and long, but it's all for good.
I certainly would say so. And you have been so supportive of me and the things that I've been doing, and I have so much respect for all the stuff you've been doing in terms of your webcasting and all those sorts of things. It's like, how you know what? Yes, Tom will be one of the people that helps bring us home toward the end of the evening. We can definitely make this work. So thank you so much for hanging out, Tom. I know it's a long night.
Well, thank you, and right back at you. You know, you've been one of a handful of people who has been on this long technical journey. Yes. Software figured things out for everyone.
Well, and clearly there are still things to learn and still new and innovative mistakes to make. As we will figure out as we could proceed on our journey. So there you go.
Amazing.
Tom, what would you like to play for us this evening?
Well, I'm going to play an original song, of course. I play mostly originals, but I wanted to, again, thank you for the opportunity to be here for this great cause. Please donate, whether you're watching live or watching later on tape delay or on the rerun night.
Yeah.
And also great to be here with such a wonderful, wonderful lineup. You have assembled another great lineup. So
There are so many talented people around here, and I'm really, really so grateful that people were willing to give their time and their merchandise. And speaking of which, you're giving even more of your time that Margot Hillman is going to benefit from with virtual guitar lesson.
Wow, be more than glad to do that. I love teaching, and this is for a good cause, and let's just keep the whole thing going. It's a really good.
Absolutely. All right, so I'll let you play your music. I'll stop talking.
All right, good, and I can update you after the tune on a couple of other musical things quickly. This song is called "Coming Your Way." It's about where change might be hiding, how change might show its face, and what you might need to do when it happens. And it has a lot to do with come together and no place for hate. It's about having the ability to bounce back and come back when you've experienced some of the kinds of hate that we have, that we're all fighting to stop. And it's about making that turn. It's in the first mighty geese flying north. It's in a bed of ferns crackling the life. It's when your heart learns it can't live alone. You know it is time. So take that step, small and unsteady. Take that breath, one at a time. Just hold the now in the palm of your hand, sacred and wild. Steady your heart, steady your gaze, steady ahead, there's only today. Time and love, the great healers, they are coming your way. They're coming your way. Coming your way. This is the day you will find what was stolen. The day you reclaim your role. It's the day the ice breaks on the great river. Soon love will flow. So take that step, small and unsteady. Take that breath, one at a time. Hold the now in the palm of your hand, sacred and wild. Steady your heart, steady your gaze, steady ahead, there's only today. Time and love, the great healers, they are coming your way. They're coming your way.
very nice.
Thank
Very,
you.
very nice. No, and I love how I can count on you for something that's going to be positive and uplifting and full of heart. So that's very nice, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you. I've got a lot of dark songs too. I figured this is the time for that.
True.
And it
That's
features
true.
one of the best lines I've penned, very luckily, which is "Time and love, the great healers are coming your way."
Mm-hmm.
I think we all have to keep that in mind
Yeah.
because hate can be pretty oppressive, especially
Yeah.
to the people who are feeling it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, and so and it's like we were talking about with Carter's song, having that hope, having that vision of there's a reason to hang on and a reason to then push forward.
Yeah.
Absolutely, very cool. So you have a bunch of things going on, and can you talk about some of the things that people should know about?
Folks can find me at tomcooneymusic.com or on YouTube or Facebook as Tom Cooney. I do 2 live streams. One is at 4 o'clock every Tuesday on YouTube, Tom Cooney. It's called 3+ Songs for Prometheus, and it is chat, cheer, useful information, and original music. So we've done a lot of info in the last 59 consecutive weeks I've done this. I started it during the beginning of the pandemic as a way of lighting a candle instead of cursing the darkness. And we've done lots of information on COVID and vaccines and voting and registration. So we try to spice in a little neat stuff in there too. The second show I do is, as you know, I share an hour with you from 7 to 8. Every Monday night, 7 to 8 p.m. on Rocking the Valley. Either Mike's show is on or my show is on. So it's Cyber Speakeasy with Not for Coltrane on the second and fourth Mondays at 7. I'm on the first and third Mondays at 7 with Songwriters Alive, a songwriter interview and a live performance show.
And hey, we're coming up on the first Monday of May, aren't we?
We do, and I have a brand new episode with Frank Porter, just edited and in the can. It's done.
Very, very cool.
A lot of fun.
People should definitely check that out. So look for Rock in the Valley, Stories and Song with Mike and Tom.
Yep.
Every
He's Mike.
Monday from 7 to 8 over on the Rock in the Valley.
I'm Tom. So I also, one last thing. I have my first live in-person real gig, outdoor, non-virtual gig, this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. at Melilani Cafe in Mount Airy, right on the way to Philly. And I'm sharing a bill with the wonderful songwriter Julianne Ott. So that's 2 to 5 at Melilani Cafe in Mount Airy. You can find it on my page or Julianne's page. And we're really excited. It's outdoors, it's socially distanced, and the cafe's open indoors. And so excited to do that.
Yeah, that'll be great. Well, tell Julianne we say hi. I've run into her at some of the Godfrey Daniels things over the years and whatnot. So yeah, please tell her we say everybody says hi.
She's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom. All right. So we are still not quite done. We still have some really wonderful performers, but I think they're going to be just what we need for here as we near the end of our program. Leah Marie Fuls is a wonderful singer, songwriter, and performer. She's been doing some things down in Nashville. She continues to do things here in the Lehigh Valley. We were trying to figure out what video of hers that we were going to do, and we realized that she had actually sent me a video last year that we never got to play, and I think it's just right for this moment in the evening. So here we go, Leah Marie Fuls.
I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Ooh, I don't know. Ooh. Well, I've been afraid changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder, children get older, and I'm getting older too. So take this love, take it down. Oh, climb a mountain, turn around, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills where landslide brought me down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, maybe the landslide will bring you down. Well, landslide will bring you down.
Leah Marie Fuls, thank you so much to Leah for letting us use that video. That was really very nice. And go check out all the cool things that Leah is doing. There again, as before, there's a link to her website in the description. You can check all of those things out. The final performance of the evening. Yes, we have reached that moment. We have reached that moment. And what we have been doing for every single one of these Come Together shows that we've ever done, we've always ended with "People Get Ready," the great Curtis Mayfield song that's has spoken to so many of us in so many different ways, including Bob Marley. The song "One Love" / "People Get Ready," because it borrows quite a bit from the Curtis Mayfield song. So and what happened when Craig Thatcher, the one and only Craig Thatcher here in the Lehigh Valley, was sending some videos that we could include this evening, he sent along one of himself solo playing "People Get Ready," and I said, that is a tremendous coincidence, and it's a wonderful way for us to end up this evening. So here, without any further ado, Mr. Craig Thatcher, "People Get Ready."
People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's hope for all among those loved the most. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who had hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner, for there's no hiding place against the kingdom's throne. The people get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith, hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. You don't need no thank the Lord.
Thank you so much, Craig. I really, really appreciate it. And thanks so much to all of you, everyone who has been watching, who has maybe been dipping in and out over the evening, and so much wonderful community and so many wonderful songs, so many great performances. Thank you all so much. We're not quite at $1,000, but I think we will get there in the next couple of days. So if you are watching this and you have an opportunity to share it with someone else and say, hey, there was this really cool thing that happened the other night, and share the video around so other people can watch that and enjoy these amazing performances, and I hope also contribute to the cause. So thank you so much to all of our performers. We had 30-some people who were performing or speaking as part of this webcast tonight, which was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to all of them. And thanks also very, very much to our community supporters, including Godfrey Daniels, Touchstone Theater, the Southside Arts District, the Southside Film Festival, Deja Brew, Voices of the Valley, Amina Handcrafts, Webfoot Digital, and Postnet, who again did an amazing job on the posters, which are all over town at this point. So again, thank you so much to everyone who was able to be part of this, either in the audience or in any capacity, really, any way that you were able to be here and be part of this and show that our communities are no place for hate. Thank you very much for doing this. My name is Mike. I am not for Coltrane. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I will see you next time.
Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord. So people get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open the doors and board them. There's hope for all among those loved the most. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner who had hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner, for there's no hiding place against the kingdom's throne. The people get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith, hear the diesels humming. Don't need no ticket, you just thank the Lord.